Welcome to OphirPh, Pearl of the Orient City Guide to Events, Food and Drinks, Culture, Movies, Technology Trends, Theatre, TV and Travel. Explore more than 7,000 wonderful Paradise Island, experience and immerse to the maharlikan culture of Yar. Santacruzan is the queen of Maytime festivals. It is a novena procession, in commemoration of Saint Helena's finding of the cross. Saint Helena was the mother of Constantine the Great. The procession, however, differs from other religious processions in that it does not parade the usual images of patron saints. Instead, biblical and historical characters are represented by the local people dressed in appropriate costumes. Please subscribe in our YouTube channel and follow and like us on Facebook #OphirPh. Visit our website at www.ophirph.com for more cultural city guide. Santacruzan is a religious historical beauty pageant held in many cities, towns and even small villages throughout the Philippines during the month of May. This custom and celebration started after the proclamation of the dogma of the Immaculate Conception in 1854 and after the publication circa 1867 of Mariano Sevilla's translation of the devotional Flores de Maria or Flowers of Mary. Since May is also the month dedicated to the Virgin Mary, the celebration is also known as Flores de Mayo, Flowers of May. The festivity commemorates the search of the Holy Cross by Queen Helena and her son, the newly converted Emperor Constantine the Great. After the Holy Cross was found in Jerusalem and brought back to Rome, there was joyful celebration for Thanksgiving. 9 days of prayer, a novena, in honor of the Holy Cross precedes the Santacruzan or Flores de Mayo. Introduced by the Spaniards, this festival has since become part of Filipino traditions identified with youth, love and romance. Beautiful town belles are selected to participate in this colorful pageant parade representing various historical religious figures. The stars are selected not for their looks alone, but for their embodiment of traditional feminine qualities. It honors beautiful Philippine maidens and their handsome escorts under the hand-carried bamboo arches adorned by fragrant native flowers. Leading the procession is a group of Itas, an aboriginal group in central Philippines. These unconverted Filipino pagans represent the state of the country before the coming of Christianity. Following the Atitihan dancers are various characters representing historical and religious personages. Here are the list of Santacruzan pageant character roles. Methuselah, he is bearded, bent with age, riding a cart looking preoccupied with toasting some grains of sand in a pan over a fire. This is a reminder that all that glitters will end up as dust like what he is toasting. Rena Bandrada, a young lady dressed in a long red gown carrying a yellow triangular flag. She represents the coming of Christianity. Itas represent the state of the country before the coming of Christianity. These are the unconverted Filipino pagans. Rena Mora represents the dominant religion before Christianity, feminine of Mara from the Muslim religion. Rena Faye symbolizes the virtue of faith, the first of the theological virtues. She carries a cross. Rena Esperanza symbolizes the virtue of hope, the second theological virtue. She carries an anchor. Rena Caridad symbolizes the virtue of charity, the third theological virtue. She carries a red heart. Rena Abogada, the defender of the poor and the oppressed. She wears a black graduation cap, toga, and gown and she carries a big book. Rena Sentenciada has her slim hands bound by a rope. She is the symbol of the innocents who have been convicted. She is accompanied by 2 Roman soldiers. Rena Justicia, a personification of the mirror of justice. She carries a weighing scale and a sword. Rena Judith, representing Judith of Pethulia, who saved her city from the Assyrians after she beheaded the cruel Holofernes. She carries the head of the beheaded man on one hand and a sword on the other. Rena Sheba, who visited the famed King Solomon and was overwhelmed by his wisdom, power and riches. She carries a jewelry box. Rena Esther, the biblical Jewish who spared her countrymen from death and destruction through timely intervention with the King Xerxes. She carries a scepter. Samaritana, the woman who Christ spoke to at the well. She carries a jug on her shoulder. Veronica, the woman who wiped the face of Jesus, she bears her veil which has 3 imprints of the holy face of Jesus instead of 1. Tres Marias, Mary of Magdala, she carries a bottle of perfume. Mary, Mother of Christ, she carries a handkerchief. Mary, Mother of James, she carries a bottle of oil. Marian, celebrating the many titles of the Virgin Mary. Ave Maria, represented by 8 girls all wearing long white dresses with wings to make them look like angels. Each one carries a letter to complete the word Ave Maria. Divina Pastora, Divine Shepherdess, she's symbolizing the guide of all Christians and holding a shepherd's staff. Rena de las Estelas, Queen of the Stars, Marian title, celebrating the many titles of the Virgin Mary. She carries a wand with a star. Rosa Mystica, Mystical Rose, Marian title, celebrating the many titles of the Virgin Mary. She carries a bouquet of roses that symbolizes the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Rena de la Paz, Queen of Peace, Marian title, celebrating the many titles of the Virgin Mary. She carries a dove that symbolizes peace. Rena de las Proptas, Marian title, celebrating the many titles of the Virgin Mary. She carries an hourglass that symbolizes the prophets. Rena del Kilo, Queen of Heaven, Marian title, celebrating the many titles of the Virgin Mary. She carries a flower and is accompanied by 2 little angels. Rena de las Virgins, Marian title, celebrating the many titles of the Virgin Mary. She carries a rosary and is accompanied by 2 little angels. Rena de las Flores, Queen of Flowers, Marian title, celebrating the many titles of the Virgin Mary. She carries a bouquet of flowers that symbolizes femininity. Rena Imperatriz, Queen Empress, the name of Saint Constantine the Great's mother Helena. The title Imperatriz is derived from the Latin words August to Imperatrix, an honorific title given by the emperor to his mother. She wears a long red cape and carries an orb. And the last is Rena Helena, Queen Helena. She represents Helena of Constantinople who found the true cross. This is symbolized by her attribute, a small cross crucifix that she carries in her arms. She is escorted by a young boy, his son Emperor Constantine. If you have any comments or suggestion, feel free to comment below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe in our YouTube channel and follow and like us on Facebook #OphirPh. For more cultural city guide, visit our website at www.ophirph.com. Do not forget to click the notification bell.